Warning: this video contains swearing, and this is not for kids. Viewer discretion is advised. And thank you, Amaya, for making my avatar. I just got back from watching the new A24 movie, Tuesday on a Tuesday. This film is directed by Dana Onios-Puzic. This movie is about a terminally ill daughter who must confront death, but her mom is struggling to understand the situation, as she learns throughout the movie that nothing lasts forever. Without further ado, let's get on to the pros of Tuesday.
When I die and go to heaven and see God, I'm gonna say, shit.
When I first saw the trailer back in January, and not gonna lie, the trailer really did tear me up and got me interested on the concept, especially that this is coming from A24. And when this movie finally came out this week, what do I think about it? I think that it's pretty alright. First off, the movie's concept isn't exactly new of the whole death visiting someone who is sick, but I gotta say, this movie does a good job with this concept. One of my favorite aspects of this movie is Death and the daughter Tuesday. Death is played by Arenze Kane. His voice performance is haunting, and I love how you can feel the pain in his voice, given that he takes away people's lives, and that could be painful for someone like him that does this for a living. Lola Pettigrew as Tuesday gives out a great performance as she does a convincing job of playing this terminally ill character, and there are times in this performance that I started getting teary-eyed. I love the interactions between Death and Tuesday, and I really wanted more scenes of them too. The other actors in the movie do a good job, like the nurse, and the opening 5 minutes is probably one of my favorite openings of 2024. And wow, what an opening. Some parts of the dialogue are really funny, and I had a good laugh. And this being the director's first feature-length film, the production design and the directing is actually really good. I liked how during this film, it shows on why death is so important in our lives, and it shows us on what if death was never around. And the mother and daughter's relationship, it was good, at times. The last thing I could say about the positives is that I like where the story was heading, and I was really intrigued and wanted more.
Sweetest person to our world, and God bless her. But she's old!
As much as I like this movie, there are a few things that I didn't particularly like. First off, the pacing. I'd say 70% of the movie's pacing is really good, but the other times they are not, and wish some of those parts were trimmed down just a little bit. The second thing is that there are some parts of the movie's concept that I really enjoyed, but there were some parts of the movie that I was really confused because of the writing. But my biggest issue with this movie is something that I haven't brought up from the actors, and that is the mother, Zara, who is played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Now, she does do a decent job in this movie. However, the way that she was written in the movie, the best way I could describe her is,
She's a bitch!
Thank you, Tourette's guy. Her character is such a bitch in this movie. Now, before you start attacking me, I do love characters who are complete assholes. For example, I love characters like Lou Bloom from Nightcrawler. That's a character I really like, but the thing is that if it wasn't for Jake Gyllenhaal's performance and his charm, the character wouldn't work. In Tuesday, however, Zara is such an unlikable bitch. One example on why I didn't like her character, and minor spoilers, but skip to this timeline if you don't want to be spoiled. Zara in this movie, she doesn't have a job, and when we get to 30 minutes in the movie, and the way that she interacts with both her daughter and the nurse, her character goes from 0 to 100, and I was like, where did this bitch mood come from? I know that people have different reactions to certain situations, but it's just that her character at times, her mood switches so much it's like she has bipolar disorder or something. Now she does go through a character arc during the second to third act, but some of those scenes, I still couldn't stand her, and it did ruin the emotional impact during the third act.
I once had a homeless man in New York tell me to hurry the fuck up while I was handing him a dollar bill.
Overall, I think that Tuesday is just alright, with good performances by the actors who played Death and Tuesday, and a good take to this concept, but the movie's being weighed down by the mother character, and if she was written better, I would have given this movie a higher rating, but because of that, I have to give Tuesday a 6 out of 10. That was my review of Tuesday. Let me know in the comment section that if you've seen this movie, and if you did, let me know if you liked it, or let me know that you didn't care for it. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'm Ricky the Kitsune, signing off.